are giving out their premises to politicians and political parties as a convenient base for the gathering of these political talks across the state. I wish to emphasize that we are not taking these reports lightly and would therefore not allow any politician, no matter his previous present position, the chance or opportunity to upset the prevailing peace and security in Rivers State. Similarly, we would not allow any political party, be it the All Progressive Congress, the People's Democratic Party, or the Social Democratic Party, or any other party, to threaten the safety and security of lives and property during the campaigns with mayhem, thuggery, or violence.
Governor Nyesom Wike, during the broadcast, warned hotels and proprietors of entertainment centers to desist from giving their outlets to politicians for nefarious activities. He said the state government will pull down hotels and other entertainment places that are linked with such criminal political activities.
Accordingly, we have already alerted and set the security agencies on the trail of those misguided politicians and leaders of political parties and stop them in their tracks with the full weight of the law. We also wish to warn owners of hotels and proprietors of flagellation centers to take notice and desist for releasing their facilities for politicians and party leaders to use to meet and plot against the peace, safety, and security of our state. For the avoidance of doubt, the state government pull down hotels and other entertainment places that are linked howsoever with such criminal political activities. I wish to reiterate our unwavering commitment to safeguarding the sanctity of lives and property throughout the state, that we shall continue to spare no effort to keep Rivers State safe.
Governor Wike also applauded security agencies for their efforts, courage, and dedication to keeping Rivers State safe and secure in the face of very daunting operational difficulties they face. He assured that his administration will continue to work with security agencies to provide adequate security in the state.
Therefore, I appreciate and applaud our security agencies for their efforts, courage, and dedication to keeping Rivers State substantially safe and secure in the face of very daunting operational difficulties faced, including the lack of adequate support and motivation from the stakeholders. The government and the security agencies have labored hard to secure the prevailing peace and security, which we are determined to sustain for the benefit of the progress of the state and the well-being of our citizens.
Governor Wike also commended the people of Rivers State for the overwhelming support and solidarity they have given to his administration since the inception of his administration.
To thank you for the overwhelming support and solidarity you have given to us from the start of our administration in May 2015 to this very day. Also, I truly appreciate the trust you have continued to place in us, the cooperation we have continued to receive, and the implicit faith in the commitment and determination of our government to advance the collective peace, security, and progress of our state and our enduring collective case for fairness, equity, and justice in our country.
In its reaction to Governor Nyesom Wike's broadcast, the state chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, broadcast says it is not surprised after he failed in his attempt to secure the presidential and later vice presidential tickets of his party. A statement by the state APC Publicity Secretary, Chris Finebone, also said the governor's move is in order to cover up financial and other atrocities he allegedly committed over the past 10 years as Minister of Education and as Governor of Rivers State for 2 terms ending May 29, 2023. Chris Finebone further stated that the governor's predicament has not been helped by the inconclusive outcome of his offer to work for the presidential candidate of the APC, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu, in exchange for a safe landing and protection after the 2023 general election, having been convinced that Tinubu will defeat Atiku Abubakar of his party, the PDP. He further alleged that Governor Nyesom Wike presses on presses on with courting the APC to secure protection after the 2023 general elections. A close ally of the APC presidential candidate, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos, and other APC stalwarts will be in Rivers State this week to either commission projects undertaken by governor or flag off others.
Well, the APC is not surprised at the threat by Governor Wike. His house, that is the PDP, is crumbling fast right in his face. For obvious reasons, his men of yesterday have turned political foes today. His entourage has seen faces change over and over again of late. We know his threat is essentially directed at his henchmen who have taken their destinies in their own hands and rebelling against the local potentates. Across the state, these men have pitched their tent with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar.
The state APC Publicity Secretary Chris Finebone maintained that the APC is not surprised, for obvious reasons, that his loyalists of yesterday have turned into political foes today. He further said that the state APC's position on threats to demolish hotels, leisure places, or any property of any APC member in Rivers State under any guise whatsoever is an act of frustration.
The APC in Rivers State has news for Governor Wike. He is not in any position to demolish the hotel, leisure places, or any property of any APC member in Rivers State under any guise whatsoever. It is absolutely the choice of his party members to let him repeat his jungle justice on them, as the world witnessed during the last pandemic high noon.
Also in his reaction, focal person of Yaga Africa in Rivers State, Obinna Igbogidi, says the alarm raised by the governor is capable of creating voter apathy in the state. Obinna Igbogidi also said Yaga Africa's worry over the threats by the governor must be addressed to enable the 2023 elections in Rivers State is actualized. He, however, called on stakeholders, political leaders, party leaders, youths to speak out and condemn the threats by the governor.
But for us as an organization, this is not coming as a surprise. In fact, I must say at this point that the alarm raised by the state governor this Sunday evening confirms one of our biggest worries and concerns going into the general election next year in Rivers State. Yes, there is an improved technology by the Independent National Electoral Commission that we have seen over time in off-cycle elections in Anambra, Ekiti, Osun, that can actually guarantee that people's votes will count. But then, when the voting environment itself threatens the safety of electorates, the result will be another sad case of voter apathy. We have seen that in the state.
All is now set for the inauguration of Orochiri-Woruko flyover located at Popular Water Lines bus stop in Port Harcourt local government area of Rivers State. The governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, and his guest, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, are yet to arrive at the venue. We'll now join our correspondent, Ugochukwu Iwuchukwu, who is there live to give us a feedback. Hello, Ugochukwu, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Odi.
Yes. How are things looking at the venue of the inauguration of the flyovers?
Well, actually, right here at Orochiri-Woruko, at least everything here is now. The governor of Rivers State is actually seated.
Oh.
The counterpart from Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is expected to commission the project this afternoon. And the whole of the place is actually beaming with activities. People from this community actually came out in their numbers to, welcome the governor and the governor of Lagos State. And from all their expression, they're actually happy with this kind of project that the governor actually put within their community here in Orochiri-Woruko. So everything here is actually we have our activities going on here. So the event is already on. I just step out of the place now to just give this call. But the chairman of Port Harcourt local government has already given his speech a few minutes ago, and they were expecting the speech of the commissioner of work, who are actually in charge of this project. So it's all set. I believe very soon now the whole commissioning will be done with.
All right. Well, Mr. Ogochukwu, thank you very much. We'll reach back to you again to get feedback afterwards. But thank you so much for staying with us.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And that was our correspondent on ground, Ogochukwu Iwuchukwu. Now, speaking with our correspondent, Judith Goswell, the mayor of Port Harcourt, Allwell Ihunwo, said Port Harcourt people are ready to receive the governors for the commissioning. And he said that the people of Port Harcourt will not cease to appreciate Governor Wike for extending developmental projects to Port Harcourt area. Take a listen.
The place is set for the reception of His Excellency Nyesom Wike, the Governor of Rivers State, and our special guest, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Lagos State. We are thankful to God Almighty, first and foremost, for giving us someone like Nyesom Wike as the Governor of Rivers State. And we're also thankful to our Governor, Nyesom Wike, for the numerous developmental projects that is doing in Rivers State, particularly Port Harcourt City local government. As you can see, the flyover that is to be commissioned any moment from now was flagged off last year, March. And in less than 1 year and 6 months, the flyover is ready for commissioning. It shows capacity. It shows the love it has for the people of Rivers State in providing the basic infrastructural
And that was the mayor of Port Harcourt, Allwell Ihunwo, assuring the people the support of Port Harcourt people to Governor Nyesom Wike's administration. Our correspondent at the venue of the commissioning reports that dignitaries and politicians have arrived. In the meantime, some people from Andoni local government area have called on Rivers State government to channel funds meant for the 11th and 12th flyovers for the completion of the Andoni section of the Ogoni-Andoni-Opobo-Nkoro Unity roads. Some of the Andoni people who spoke with our correspondent, Judith Goswell, said the Unity Road needs serious government attention.
Look at everybody stranded. This is Ogoni, Opobo, Andoni Unity Road. This is a part of the Andoni that is lead to Ngo. The headquarters of Andoni local government is Ngo. And this is the only road you can pass to Ngo except you want to pass through the river. Look at it. We are stranded here. No way. And we'll be calling on the governor. You'll be awarding contract and you give Julius Beda to work. Why not ask the same Julius Beda to come and work this road? You give to a faceless contractor. And now we are not seeing the contractor. Look at the road.
The journey that was to take us 1 hour. It's taking us 2 hours, 3 hours. As you can see, because of the road. Road. We are calling of the state government to come and help us and complete this road the way he completed the Opobo road.
So the road is nothing to write about. So we are calling on Governor Wike, please, he should come and help us and do this road for us.
They also expressed their displeasure over the abandonment of the road project.
The current speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly is from Andoni local government. Right Honorable Ikunyo Wajibani is from Andoni local government. The House of Rep member representing Andoni Opobo-Nkoro Federal Constituency in Abuja is sitting down there. He's from Andoni. This is the road that leads to his village, Abiante. He's from this place. We have them, all of them. We have commissioners. The current commissioner for justice is from here. The head of service, Rivers State, is from here.
Why the governor is making a flyover and not the rest? Why they have not done their Opobo-Nkoro axis has been awarded the road to Opobo direct and it has been finished. Then the man in charge of that responsibility is Abiante, is the House of Rep. And why can't he do his own community?
The governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, in Rivers State, Senator Magnus Abe, has called for a peaceful electioneering process in the 2023 general election. Senator Magnus Abe made this call during his family Thanksgiving at the St. Bartholomew's Anglican Church, Beira, in Gokana local government area on Sunday. He also called on all political gladiators in the state to create a conducive environment for free and fair contest during the 2023 general election.
We must pray for a peaceful election in our state. And we will not just pray for a peaceful election. All of us must work for a peaceful election. We must be peaceful in our conduct before, during, and after the election. Do not harass anybody. Everybody has a right to support whoever they want to support. Every political party must be given space when it is time, when the campaign starts, to campaign for candidates of their choice. Nigerian democracy has come of age.
Senator Magnus Abbey also thanked the SDP for giving him a platform to fulfill his governorship ambition.
Give thanks to God on our emergence as the gubernatorial candidate of the Social Democracy in Rivers State. Given all the challenges that we went through, we felt it was important that we should come to the house of God to just say thank you.
The governorship candidate for the SDP in Rivers State, Senator Magnus Abbey, also said he is not bothered about lawsuit filed against the Social Democratic Party by the People's Democratic Party in the state. He said the judiciary is the last hope of the common man.
I have confidence in the judiciary, so people are free to file lawsuits. The design and the intention sometimes is that they feel that hiring lawyers will exhaust your resources. But the SDP and our movement here in this state is blessed with very, very resolute legal practitioners who are prepared to support us in what we are doing. So while some of you will be bringing money, some people are bringing legal services.
On his part, the former governorship of the SDP, Maurice Pronen, said he withdrew from the race because of the capacity of Senator Magnus Abbey to deliver the party during the 2023 gubernatorial election. A pro-APC grassroots mobilization group in Rivers State, known as Rivers First Initiative, has called for a change in the political space in Rivers State. The Director General of Rivers First Initiative in Iche Constituency 2, Endurance Naji, said this while inaugurating its unit's executives in the constituency. Endurance Naji said the present government has failed to provide good governance to the people of Rivers State. He also said that the group will mobilize support for the APC during the 2023 polls.
The essence of today's event is to inaugurate our ward and the unit school of Charles Anyanwu Support Initiative. We therefore express readiness to traverse through the length and breadth of Iche Constituency 2.
Also speaking, the Deputy Speaker of the group, Promise Mwogu, at the event called on the youths to take their destinies in their hands by voting credible leaders during the 2023 polls. He said the youths cannot abandon the poor masses at the mercy of old, recycled politicians.
The essence is that having understood what the Electoral Act of 2022 stipulates and the implication of it on the coming election, so we've recognized, deeper than usual that the unit level, the grassroots, is all we need. So we decided to start from the units. The ward level has been inaugurated. That was last 2 weeks. So we decided to trickle it down to the units to plant our formations, in every of the units. So we decided to start with Akwadogwa Ward 15 today. Subsequently, we will be going to other wards.
A former commissioner for information and communications in Rivers State, Ibim Semenitari, has called on the people of the state to elect credible leaders in the state during the 2023 polls. Ibim Semenitari, in a chat with correspondent Ugochukwu Iwuchukwu, pointed out that Rivers State is in need of good leaders. She asked Rivers people to use their PVCs to chart a new course for the state during the 2023 polls.
We're at a point where, since INEC has assured us that votes will count, this is a time when we must not be sentimental in our choices. We must elect people who can deliver the dividends to the electorate. Because the truth is that, pray all you will, God has put it in our hand to ensure that our prayers are answered. And the way those prayers can be answered would be that we would go out and choose the right people to represent us. So if you choose not to do so, you either sit in your house, or you vote somebody based on sentiment, or based on the fact that they gave you a penny or two, then whatever we receive, then it's our lot. People get the government they deserve. So it's up to us to decide that we will not get the wrong government. It's really up to the electorate.
The former Commissioner for Information and Communications, Ibim Semenitari, also asked registered voters to ensure they collect their PVCs. She also said to INEC to ensure prompt distribution of PVCs in the state.
Rivers residents must continue to insist that they get their PVCs. Go to your local government, go to INEC, report in their office every day. And the media has a role to play. We must continue to make it a front burner issue and insist that INEC plays its role of delivering PVCs to the people, because the people cannot be disenfranchised.
Well, this is still the news at noon on Super 93.3 FM Port Harcourt. Still to come, business community in Rivers State moves to explore ways of attracting foreign investments in the state, plus other stories after this break. Do stay with us.
There is power in
breaking satanic chains.
Peter, therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him.
Peter was restrained after the angel smote him. The chain on his leg fell off. There are two types of chain. There is a visible chain and there is an invisible chain. When we say chain, what do we mean? Chain is an instrument of restraining. Chain is a satanic bondage. There are many people. You are meant to be a helper to people, but you are a beggar now. There are many stars. The devil is scared of your destiny. That's why he kills your finance, because he knows through your wealth, many lives are going to change. Through your wealth, many souls are going to be rescued. Through your wealth, many people will become wealthy. So he doesn't want you to get that wealth. There is marine chain. There's some people, your sperm is under the water. There's some sisters, your womb is under the water. There's some sisters, your wedding gown is under the water. They chained it under the water. There's some people, your money have been chained under the water. That's why you're struggling. I don't know the chain the enemy have put on your leg. Today, that chain shall break in the name of Jesus.
OPN, Dr. Jesus in Action. Dr. Jesus in Action. God is here.
Happy birthday to you.
On this special day, we wish to express profound gratitude to God who gave you as a rare gift of love to the good people of Ogbubolo and mankind. Your visionary leadership, passion for the people, and exceptional display of integrity are admirable by all standards. We celebrate your tenacity and benevolence to all who cross paths with you. Many happy cheers to the people's favorite lawmaker. Happy birthday, Right Honorable Evans BP, Chief Whip, River State House of Assembly. This message is courtesy the Authentic Vanguard. Welcome back to the news. The National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN, has commenced activities to mark the 2022 International Youth Day celebration with an interdenominational church service held on Sunday. The chairman of National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN River State Chapter, Chijioke Ihunwo, speaking after the church service, lamented that the federal government has not addressed key issues concerning the youths in the country. He regretted that the leaders of Nigeria, who are mostly elderly, are not willing to give the youth a chance to lead the country.
We're agitating that 70% of leadership position in this country should be given to the youth, because we have the 70% population in this country. Elderly that does not have vision, does not have the support for the youth. If we have younger people who are in leadership position, the issue of insecurity, another pocket of crisis in this country will not be happening. You can also see that the IOCs are also leaving the country because of the issue of insecurity. And we need the youth to man leadership position at the national level and the state and local level, so that we can put in interact and see how we move forward. We also look at the issue of unemployment is everywhere because the center is not working. So we are believing that in 2023 we are going to correct these things with our PVC. Well,
also, the Permanent Secretary of the River State Ministry of Youth Development, Roland Obed-White, urged the youths to always show respect to constituted authorities.
And there is so much to benefit from this team because it has to do with collaboration and partnership. There is need to bring men, women, young and old together. For us to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, as an objective, it is nothing but to amplify the message that there is action needed across all generations and leave no one behind.
The theme for this year's celebration is intergenerational solidarity, creating a world for all ages. And finally, in business, the business community in River State is expected to meet on Wednesday to explore new ways of building bridges to attract foreign investments in the state. The meeting, which is titled Investors Launch Our Network Program, is organized by the Ogoni Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture in collaboration with Rivers Entrepreneurs and Investors Forum, RIV. A key part of the meeting will be an interactive session amongst the participants. River State Governor Nyesom Wike is expected to deliver the opening remark at the event. The Rwandan ambassador to Nigeria, Stanislas Kamanzi, who is on a working visit to River State, is expected to deliver the keynote address during the event. The theme of the Investors Launch Our Network program is Building Economic Bridges Across International Frontiers. And that's it on the news. A quick look at the headlines of our major stories. We told you that Governor Nyesom Wike has, in a statewide broadcast, accused politicians of recruiting thugs ahead of the 2023 polls in River State. River State government said to inaugurate Waterlines flyover today, and SDP governorship candidate in River State, Senator Magnus Abbey, has called for a peaceful electioneering process in Rivers State in 2023. And that's the news. It was edited by Shegun Owolabi with the assistance of Ugochukwu Iwuchukwu and produced by Ruki Ogona. You can visit us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Super FM PH. Remember, every child is your child. Support inclusive education. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.
News, sports, entertainment, and talk for the whole family.
I love this radio station. Keep listening to Super FM.
A night of beauty, elegance, and poise to celebrate the African woman vision. Miss ECOWAS 2022 will be hosted live in Port Harcourt. Contestants